Hi there. I'd like to talk today a little bit about what people should expect from door drop distribution in terms of what a distributor can deliver in a day. There's a lot of myths out there that distributors can deliver 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 leaflets in a day. And I think it's really important that anyone thinking of using our industry for marketing understands what to expect. So an adult distributor working, say, a 7-hour day should be able to deliver anything between 2 to 3 items per minute. So that means 120 to 180 leaflets or magazines per hour. So then multiply that by 7 and you can understand that you're only ever going to get out around the 1,000 to maybe 1,200 mark in a day. When they're out walking, if it's a leaflet, they can normally carry anything up to sort of 400 or 500 leaflets in a bag on their shoulder, or if it's magazines, normally a couple of hundred in a trolley that they'll pull along behind them, which means that they're going to have to be replenished. So they can't go out for the whole day without meeting up with someone to replenish them with more leaflets or more magazines. The other thing is to understand that the housing density has a big impact on how many you can deliver. If you're in a very rural area, there's a lot of walking between addresses, which is going to slow down the distribution. So you can get to a point, if you're in a little village, where you might only be delivering 1 a minute, which means 60 an hour, and in 7 hours that's going to be under 500 items delivered. And people don't understand why the cost to deliver to a village is going to be so much higher than delivering in an urban area. You know, if you're in central London, as an example, you might be going to blocks of flats where you go in and there might be anything between 10 to 50 flats that you can deliver before you move to the next address, and that's then going to speed up the delivery process. So it's really good to understand what a distributor is doing. The other thing is, we think it's important to track people. 2 reasons. One is then we can send that information on to a client. They can see, yes, we did have X number of staff out on their job, and yes, they were out there for 7 hours a day, and they can see a snail trail tracking of all the addresses that have been covered. But it also means that the distributor has that confidence that they're out there doing the job and they're being policed, and they shouldn't think to do anything untoward with the items. Also, you've got to make sure that your distributors get a good rest, because on average they'll be walking at a pace of sort of 3 miles per hour. So if they're working 7 hours, they're doing 21 miles a day. So you can imagine it is quite a tiring job, and it does require fitness. So I think that's really important, that you make sure that you're using a company that is treating their staff well, making sure they have regular breaks, paying them above minimum wage,